because we're playing, I have to tell you, I just pulled a double shift at the Wiener Shack.
Oh, man.
I need this money. This is an opportunity to turn my life around.
Today's episode brought to you by Turnip Exchange. If you need to sell, use Turnip Exchange to make some bell. DGR Dave, welcome to Del or No Del, the Milka Island premier game show over here. Now, as you know, tonight you have the potential to walk away with 1 million bells, up to one whole million. Yeah. And if you do poorly, maybe you walk away with a 100. So, you know, it's going to depend on your performance here. How do you feel about your odds here tonight on the show?
I feel pretty good about my odds. Before I left my island, my wife gave me some specific things to look out for. She told me what briefcase to go after. So I'm gonna trust her, and you know, that way if I do bad, I can blame her.
Exactly. Get away from the blame yourself. No one blames the hot dog man. It's not allowed. All right. So, Models. Hello. How are you doing, Models?
Hi,
Howie.
Aw, aren't they just absolute treasures? Round of applause for our beautiful models here to help facilitate the show. None of this would be possible without them, and not only them, but also without our banker over here to the left. You can't eat Kevin. You can't eat cats, Kevin, stepping in as the banker for today's show. So, Dave, I'm sure you know how it works, but just for the sake of the audience at home and anyone watching who may not have seen the show before, I'm going to go ahead and run you through how Deal or No Deal works. All right?
That sounds great.
Perfect. So how we're going to start the game is you, my friend, are going to choose one of these 12 cases on the board, and that case belongs to you. As far as I'm concerned, that is yours, and you are walking home with it. Now, throughout the rest of the game, you're going to be removing other cases, and as you do, the banker is going to offer you a certain sum of money for your case based off of the remaining total of cases on the board. Now, the better chance you have at having a high value in your case, the more money the banker is going to give you. So you knock out those low values, the banker is going to be offering you a bigger amount. It's up to you to knock out those low numbers. Yeah. Other than that, whenever we get into the banker sections, you and I are going to walk right over here to the Deal or No Deal section. And when we do, I'm going to pose you with that fateful question. But also, you will have, at one point in the game, the opportunity to make a counter offer. Now, at any time in the game, when the banker makes an offer to you, you can counter offer whatever you like. By doing this, you are declining the banker's offer. And if they decline your counter offer, you have to keep playing. So you only get to do it once, and I need you to be careful with that counter offer. Only take it if you really feel confident, all right?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Then getting through what we've gotten through right here, I'll have you join me right here on center stage, and we are ready to begin. Del or No Del?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So for round one over here, what I need you to do is, for the very start of the game, that case that you and your wife talked about, the one that you've decided is yours, which one is it gonna be?
I was given strict orders, and I'm gonna follow them. I was told to pick case number 12.
Case number 12. All right. Sssucrose, our lovely pink-haired model, is going to bring that down and put it on your table. And if you want to walk right over me to that, right over with me to that table, you can see it's got a lovely portrait of our superstar Howie Mandel, not to be confused with myself, Howie Zendel, on that table. Now that is going to be where your case stays, and I'll ask that for the duration of the game, you refrain from touching it, and that is all we need.
Okay, I can do that.
Perfect. All right, then let's walk right back over to the play area. As you know, round one of Del or No Del requires you to choose 3 cases. From the 11 remaining, I need to know, what is the first case you are going to choose?
I'm picking number 3 as my first case. That used to be my Little League number, and I didn't have a good experience playing Little League, so I don't like the number 3. So
All
3.
right. Get it right out of the way then. Absolutely.
Get it right out of here. I'm going to go with 3, 6, and 5.
All right, we got number 3 opening up right here. And you have cleared out the $100,000 case. You know what? Right in the middle there. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest.
Oh, that's a couple shifts at the Wiener Shack.
Listen, if the Wiener Shack's paying that good for a couple shifts, let me know and I'm going to head right on down. We got Sarah on the left over here, ready to let you know what's in case number 6. The $1 million case! No! Oh, so early into the game. You hate to see it happen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How are you feeling about that? You doing okay, buddy?
I'm a little shell-shocked. I don't even know what to say at this point, Howie. I'm hoping I can still make up for it.
Yeah. You know what? The million's off the board, but as I like to remind our contestants when that happens, there are still 4 6-digit numbers on the board. You still got a lot of playing power to here today on Deal or No Deal.
Stay positive.
Exactly.
I still feel good about this.
There you go. What an inspiring contestant. All right, Dave. We got one more case for you to choose tonight. What is that final case before we get a call from our banker?
I'm going to stick with number 5, Howie.
Number 5. All right, Steve. What do we got in case number 5? The $1,000 case.
Okay.
That's your second lowest on the board. All right, not bad. Not bad.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Well played. All right. So round 1, you hit the top, the bottom, and the middle of the board. You knocked out the 1,000, the 100,000, and the 1 million. Basically everything that starts with a 10 except for 10,000. It's not necessarily, you don't want to see that million out of the board, but you did do a good job knocking out some of those higher values. So I do give you some props right there.
Yeah, thank you, Howie.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can hear the banker's ringing us up right now. So let's go ahead and step over to this section. While I throw you into your soundproof booth while I speak to the banker, I'll let you know what our first offer ends up being. All right, banker. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You know what? I'm a little stressed. Seeing that 1 million off the board so early in the game, I'm a little stressed for our contestant. How do you feel for them?
I am anything but stressed. In fact, there's less stress on my wallet.
Yeah, I know you're feeling good. You love it when they knock out that million early. All right, listen. I know you can't be offering them too much money right now, knocking out the million, but you know what? This guy, he's been working hard at the Wiener Shack. I want to know what can you do for my man, DGR Dave? What kind of total can you offer for this guy?
I really don't know how much the Wiener Shack pays per hour, but my offer hopefully will alleviate some stress. I'm going to offer him 30,700 bells.
30,700 on top of it. Okay, that's a pretty generous offer for round 1. You know what? He strikes me.
I would say so, yeah.
He strikes me as a bold contender. I think we're going to see him keep going, but I do appreciate your time. I'm going to let him know what that offer is, and I'll get right back with you when he inevitably counteroffers.
Great. Thank you.
All right, DGR. I've gotten off the phone with the banker, and we've got some, you know what? I think some rather positive news for you.
Okay. All right.
Now, I'd love to ask you, for an approximate 1-shift day of work at the Wiener Shack, how much do they pay you? And obviously, if you don't feel comfortable answering, you can keep that to yourself.
No, I feel totally comfortable revealing this. I'm getting paid probably between 100 and 150 bells a day, depending on the tips.
100 and 150 bells. Well, if that's the case, I got to tell you right here that our banker, for that bag on the table right over here, they have offered you 30,700 bells for that bag right there. I know it's not the hot million that you might have been hoping for, but basically, if you want...
That's a lot of shifts at the Wiener Shack, Howie.
Yeah. Now, you got 2 options, as you know. If you close this briefcase right here, you're saying no to that deal. And if you ring this bell, you are taking that deal and walking away with that money. So the last thing I have to say to you right now before you make your decision is, Dave, Dell or no Dell?
Oh man, I really gotta think about this. No deal.
No deal. Doesn't even need to take 2 minutes to think about it. He knows what he's doing. Nobody.
We're riding this out, baby.
You can't take that first deal. You know you're about to knock out those little numbers. You got to get away with a little bit more than 30K.
Absolutely.
If you're going to throw that wiener costume in your boss's face, you got to have the backup money to support it. All right.
Absolutely.
Moving into round 2 right here. DGR Dave. You're going to be choosing 2 cases this round. You still have another 8 cases on the board. I'm going to need you to give me your first choice for case right here. What do you think? What's got that $100 in it?
I'm feeling like case number 11.
Case number 11. Okay. Sssucrose, our lovely pink-haired model, is walking over. Now, she's sweating a little bit right there. You have just opened the $300,000 case. A little bit of a rough pull right there. Oof. I'm sorry to see it, man. I'm sorry to see it.
Listen, there's still a lot of money on the board, Howie. I feel good. I feel good about where we're at.
You know what? Probably the best attitude we've had on this show thus far. I commend you for that. That's just incredible. All right, you got one more case before we hear from the banker again. What do you think for this second one? Which case would you like to open?
I'm gonna go with case number 1, please.
Case number 1. All right, case number 1. Steve from Detroit walking on over, ready to open it. Case number 1 is about to reveal the grand total of $500,000, $500,000 out of the screen. Dave, no, I'm so sorry. No. Oh, even Steve over there is sad about it. Oh man, you hate to see that happen, man.
Oh,
that is a rough second round right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think your round 2 offer is probably going to be a little bit less generous than your round 1 offer. But you know what? That's up to the banker to decide, who I can actually hear calling us on the phone right now. So if you'll walk over with me right here, we're going to throw you back into that soundproof booth, and I'm going to speak with the banker in just a moment here. All right, banker.
Hi.
So, knocked out 2 massive numbers right there. Only the 750,000 and the 200,000 sitting on that 6-digit pedestal. The pressure's on for our contestant over here. How are you feeling with the remaining totals right now?
I feel good about the remaining totals, but I feel kind of bad for the guy. He works for peanuts. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of a higher offer. Just
showing, all right, flexing that kindness muscle right there. I like it. What do we got?
35,700 bells.
35,700. It went up. I didn't expect it to go up. You know what? I can see. It's like the Grinch. Your heart grew 3 sizes that round for our poor hot dog clad contestant over here.
The math doesn't lie, Howie.
The math doesn't lie, and neither does our banker. All right. Well, thank you for your time and your consideration. I'll let him know the deal. Thank you so much. All right. We've gotten our second offer, and I'm actually happy to let you know that despite the rough performance, our banker has a swollen heart today, and you've actually been offered more money than last round.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, you still got a couple of massive totals on the table, but despite what has just happened, the banker has decided to offer you 35,000 bells. An additional 5,000 on top of the offer you received last time. So, I mean, you know the drill over here. You got a bag on the table that has anywhere up to 750,000 on it. You just need to decide if right now you're going to make a deal for that bag for 35,000. What do you think?
Here's the deal, Howie. Luck has not been on my side so far, but it only takes one bell sack to have 750,000. So I'm gonna have to go with no deal. No deal. All right. Okay. All right. I love to see it. Well, that means we're going to be running into round number 3 right here, our second. Now, just like last round, this round is going to be another 2-bag round. So you're going to be needing to open another 2 of the bags on the board here.
And you know what? You know what's going on with the game. You know what's happening. You know what you need to do. So what I'm going to ask you is, which one of these bags has you feeling lucky?
Oh my, like I said, luck hasn't been on my side, but let's go with number 10. I'm feeling good about number 10 up there.
Number 10. Okay. All right. Our lovely model Sssucrose walking over to bag number 10, and she is going to let you know what you got in there right now. The $100 bag! What a pull! Let's go! Absolutely inspiring gameplay right there. Way to go. Way to go. You've cleared out the top 2 lowest totals on the board right now. I'm thrilled to see it. Okay, so moving forward from there, you got one more bag to pull this round. Which one of these bags is going to be under 6 figures? You don't got to worry about pulling the 50, the 25. As long as it's not the 200 or the 750K, you're going to be feeling really good right here. What do you think?
Let's, bag number 8's calling my name.
Bag number 8. All right, our lovely model, Sarah Blanc, walking over, pulling out bag number 8 over there. And we are going to be showing off.
My heart's racing, Howie.
Oh, I'm racing right with you, buddy. I'm racing right with you. Sarah Blanc giving us that grand total of 750,000 bells. Amigo, it's looking like you might not be retiring from the hot dog shack just quite this week with the current layout on the board right now.
Yeah, it's the problem is, Howie, I made a few bad turnip investments and I'm trying to get myself back on my feet.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one.
No, it's understandable. But listen, you still have 5 cases on the board and you still have a 6-figure case. So I don't anticipate the banker's offer being too incredible right now, but they are, you know what? We're going to see what they can do. And you still have that counter offer. So I'll let you know what they think and feel free to run with that as we go. I'm going to pull you into that soundproof booth. All right, banker.
Howie,
How are you doing, banker?
my wallet is grinning from ear to ear.
Oh, I bet. All right, we've got 200,000 as our top total on the board remaining for this hot dog hero over here. What do you think you can offer him? We're going to be opening 2 more cases next round. I just got word from the producers. We're going to be doing a studio exclusive.
Well, looking here at my numbers, doing some quick mental math, I'm going to give him enough of an out that he won't take that 200,000 out of the studio. I'm going to offer him 24,000 bells.
24,000.
If he has a brain, he'll take it.
You know what? That's right around the middle of what he's got remaining on that board right now. You know what? It's not a bad offer. I got to say, this is some of the most fair offers I've seen from our bankers on the show thus far. So thank you for your compassion.
Like I said, math doesn't lie.
Math doesn't lie, and neither does our banker. All right, I'm pulling Dave right back in. Dave, hello.
Yes.
We've gotten our offer, and I don't need to tell you. You know what happened that last round, but it's going to be a little bit lower with the totals you knocked off the board.
I understand.
You've got $24,000 on the board right now for you to walk away right now. Now, let me remind you that you have 5, 10, 25, 50, and 200,000 remaining on the field. This next round, you're going to be opening another 2 cases if you continue. So what I have to ask you right now is, for 24,000, are you going to take the deal or are you going to keep playing? What do you think?
Howie, this is a tough call, but I think it would be an insult to my wife if I left with 24,000. I'm saying no deal.
No deal. All right, this guy is here to play, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is here to make money, and I love it. All right, Dave, let's walk on right back over to the play area and get this next round undergoing. Now, I don't need to tell you twice, but this is where things are getting a little sweaty, a little intense. You got 2 cases to open. You've got 4 cases on the field right now. What do you think? What's the first one you're going to roll with? Which one has the 5,000?
I'm pretty sure number 2's got the 5,000 in it.
All right, Steve is going to be cracking open that case number 2. Let's see how we're feeling right now with that case number 2. Steve from Detroit. What are we looking at? It is the 5,000.
Let's go. Let's go.
This guy's got ESPN or something. Oh my goodness. Wow. Amazing. Fantabulous. You love to see it. All right. You're going in. You got one more case to choose this round. You got 3 safe cases available out of the 4. Hopefully that 200,000 is sitting on the table right next to you. Which one of these do you think is going to be $10,000, Dave? What are we looking at?
Number 9.
Lucky number 9. Sarah Blanc, show us what is in that bag.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Come on, baby.
We're cracking open the $10,000 case. And the game that may have started with a little bit of a rough beginning has just progressed into one of the finest endings. 25,000 minimum value on the board right now. Dave, you are absolutely showing that you are not here to not make money.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, absolutely stunning play. Now we got the banker on the phone. We're going to walk right back over to him over here and see what the banker has to say. I'll see you in just a minute, Dave. Banker, hello.
Howie, hello.
All right, banker. This next round, we're going to be pulling one more case. Now, our contestant has left quite a handsome total of cases on the table. What do you think we're going to be walking away with on an offer right here if they accept?
Honestly, I'm actually sweating a little bit over here. So I'm going to offer him 65,000 bells, hoping he'll take it and walk.
65,000. You're sure about that? That's a high offer.
It's the only way.
All right. I'm going to bring that offer to them, and I'm going to let them know that they got a meaty total on that table. Thank you for your time, banker. All right, Dave, you know what? It feels like the first time this game I've been able to come back from this phone call and tell you that I have got some stunning good news for you.
All right.
Our banker, if you decide to sell your case right now, is willing to offer you 65,000 bells. Now, don't forget, you have one counter offer this game. If the banker declines it, you are going back into play and have to choose another one of these cases out of the board. So knowing all that, I have, the question I have to ask you right now, and that is Dell or no Dell?
This is tough. 65,000, that's a lot of wieners. But I told myself that I'm not walking home from my opportunity without at least making 100,000 bells. So I'd like to make a counter offer, good sir.
Okay.
I'd like to counter offer 100,000 flat.
100,000 flat. All right, let's pull the banker on the phone. Banker, you heard that offer. How do you feel about a 100,000 bell flat counter offer right there?
To be quite honest with you, I'm looking and I'm doing some math, and it as reasonable as it seems. And I know you're a lonely hot dog guy. I can't give you the hot. I can't give it to you, man. No, on the 100,000. And that means, you know what? I'll hit the case for you. That means that is going to be no deal.
No deal.
Yeah, you're not the only one who can say no deal over here. The banker has that right as well. So we are going to move into what is our final play session. Dave, you've got the 7 and the 4 on the board, and you've got the 25, 50, and 200,000 available in the game. Which one of these cases is under 200K?
With all due respect to the banker, I think a mistake was made today because Bell, the number 4, is going to be a low one. I'm feeling it. Number 4.
Number 4. All right, Steve, let's see what we got in case number 4. Oh no! You hate to see it happen, man. Oof. All right.
I don't
well,
feel so good.
Listen, I absolutely am the last person to want to add insult to injury, but are you maybe feeling like that last offer maybe could have gone a little smoother for you if you're a little bit less ambitious?
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little distraught right now.
You know what? You're here to play. You're here to make money. I don't blame you for taking the chance, but as you know, this last offer is going to be a little lower. I'm going to see what the banker has to say. Banker, you've got
Hi, Howie.
you've got one final offer to make to our contestant over here. They've got the 25 and the 50,000. They're walking away with a handsome total either way. What do you think you're going to be able to offer for that case on the table?
Can you put DGR on the line for me?
I'm going to bring him in, yeah. DGR, the banker has requested to specifically speak with you right here.
Okay,
Dave?
I'm here. Yes.
I like you, man. I think you're a humble dude. I'm gonna give you 35,000 bells, the same as the second offer. Once again.
Wow.
And all
an
you got to
in-the-middle
do is walk away. That's all you got to do.
Howie, can you remind me what bells are still on the table?
Yes, I'd be happy to. So, you have a case available directly beside you that has a certain amount, and you have a case on table number 7. Now, one of those has the 25,000, and one of those has the 50. Your choice boils down to: are you willing to guaranteed walk away with 35, or are you willing to risk 10 grand of that 35 to maybe upgrade to a $50,000 total? What do you think you're going to do on this final round of Del or No Del? Now, I will remind you that after this round, if you say no, you can switch cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. At this point, I gotta go all in. I'm saying no deal.
Going all the way with that no deal. All right. Then our final question I have to ask you over here is, would you like to stick with your initial pick, or will you be taking case number 7 instead?
Once again, Howie, my wife told me case number 12. So if it's the lower one, I might have to sleep on the couch for a few nights, but in my heart, I know I did what I was told. So I'm sticking with case 12.
You know what? Nothing better than loyalty here on Del or No Del. I love to see it. Then models, if Sarah Blanc, if you could go ahead and tell us what is in case number 7. Let's eliminate the final case on the board and tell Dave what he is walking away with tonight. For your debut appearance on Del or No Del, you have just made a fool of the banker. You are walking away with 50,000 bells.
Oh,
Congratulations, DGR Dave, on upping that final sell value by 15,000. How do you feel, my friend?
What a roller coaster, Howie. I just gotta say, there was a lot of highs, there was definitely a lot of lows, but I feel real good about how things ended up finishing out today.
You know what? I agree. You kept high spirits despite losing that million in the first round, and you played it through. You walked away with our second highest total on the show ever, which is nothing to scoff at. 50,000. That can pay for a lot of things. That's a lot of shift over at the Wiener Den. So
it really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is.
All right, well, I'll be getting you your payout in just a minute. This has been Del or No Del. I have been your host, Howie Zendel, over here on Isle Milka for your favorite Animal Crossing game show. Thank you all for tuning in for another episode. Have a fantastic night, and we will see you next time.
Me, quick, oh, quick, me, oh, me, oh, me, quick, oh, quick, nah, me, quick, oh, me, oh, me, oh, quick, oh, me, oh,